We're on to round 2 of our innovation competition, the China Innovation Award, and this is healthcare tech. I'd like to welcome 3 fantastic investors as our judges. Please join me in welcoming Jacky Chen, Nisa Leung, and Jimmy Liu.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Okay, now we know how things work. Let's get straight on with it. Please please help me welcome Han Yusheng, founder and CEO of BurningRock DX.
可以有，各位专家评委，大家。
Hello everyone. I am my name is Chen. I'm from Yusheng, and I am very glad to introduce our company. We began this company about 4 years ago, and this is about our focus is on precise medicine, and we are leading this industry. And I know the second stage is that we can see that in oncology, precise medicine, and we can see what we can do and what kind of prevention we can do. And for the medicine, for the people with cancer, what kind of medicine we should use for them to get treatments. We need to have a very precise medicine. And we also need to have precise diagnostics. And then, for example, if you have oncology, sometimes it can be benign and sometimes it can be cancerous, and sometimes we can see that you have to have sometimes you have to have a surgery to remove those oncology. And I think in the market, sometimes you can see that for oncology, you have to have early prevention or early discovery. And if you can find this early discovery, 80% of these patients can be treated. And in this market, what can we do? We can see the scale of this market. And from 2015, the market began, and it's a. You can see that in 2020, and we can see that it's a rapid growing, and it's about 4 billion industry. And in this, you can see that we are occupying about 1/3 of it, and our sales amount is about 170 million. And in 2021, we can reach 1 billion. And we know that this market is a very big market, and then NGS oncology is can be. I can see that it can grow to about 50 billion, and then you can see it grows, and then we saw many measures in the past that. So we saw a very promising future. So we can see in the early stage of cancer, we can see how the cells can change, and then we can change that from the very early stage, and then we can predict that, and for the other tumors, we can say that you can test all all tumors and see where they are coming from. And we want to talk about Renshi. Renshi is we began that in 2014, and then Renshi, and we have covered 400 hospitals in this program, and our team comes from all over the world, and you can say that.
You'll have a little more time after the judges have their say, but you're out of time for now.
All right.
Nisa, please, your observations.
Oh, I get to say, okay. So I think this is an interesting space. We've invested in a couple of companies. I think the two main sectors is really solid tumor biopsy testing, and the EGFR and KRAS and so forth. And then, of course, the holy grail would be the liquid biopsy. So basically doing a simple blood test to see whether or not there's early cancer detection. Now, I think the biopsy side, it's pretty much, a lot of companies are already doing that. I think, one of our companies already went public half a year ago. And so you're also involved with that as well as liquid biopsy. And I think what's really interesting about liquid biopsy is that we're seeing that a lot of companies are really putting a lot of R&D capability inside, trying to develop a more accurate and high efficacy product. So it'll be really interesting to see, in the next year or so, who would really come out with the best test.
Great. Jimmy, please.
Yes. 对，那个。
Well, we in Guangzhou and Shenzhen, we know that this industry is very new, and we have saw that development. And I know this is a very hot topic, and many companies are chasing this industry. And I think we can see this future for this industry, and also for especially for liquid, and also for the treatment. And my focus is that, my concern is that for the future, and in the lung cancer area or in the other area, can you expand more? And our core area is different, and I want to know which direction you're going.
Our team is very outstanding because in this area, there are a lot of people researching in this area, especially those coming from abroad, from the United States. And you have a very good strength in this area.
I think the early cancer detection is very good. Very good direction for Renshi to go ahead. But I think probably for this area, you need to invest a lot of money to do the clinical trials to prove your early detection accuracy in terms of sensitivity and specificity. So I think maybe it will take a lot of time and a long way to go. But I think as long as you organize your resources and your team, probably you can you make some progress on that. I think that's a good way. And I think for the precise medicine, probably this area is too hard. I think probably right now in China, there are maybe more than 100 companies competing in this area, companion diagnostic. And probably I'm wondering how Renshi would differentiate yourself from other competitors in the next wave competition. I think Renshi did a good job as the first tier players, but you have more and more second tiers, third tier players coming up, and the competition getting more fierce. So I think it would be interesting to see how all those players compete with each other.
Now I know it's very hard to do it so quickly, but please take 1 minute to answer their thoughts.
Sorry, in terms of Nisa's question, actually we are doing a lot of tests of liquid biopsy. Nowadays, liquid biopsy has contributed half of the revenue of BurningRock. So it's only late stage. And for the competition you guys talking about, 就是关于你们说的这个
about the competition, first of all, team and the ability to execute is the most important thing. Secondly, in terms of regulatory work, we are trying to approach the government to get the regulatory approval. For example, we've already got the NSDA, CFDA's approval for the lung cancer, and within 1 month we'll get the registration very soon. So in terms of R&D and execution and marketing, we are usually half year earlier than our competitors. And also, the investors might have already seen 4 years ago, our company was unknown, but now we're a leading company. Nobody's market share is higher than us, and nobody is investing more in R&D than us, and nobody is doing quickly as us doing the registration. There will be a lot of projects to be registered next year, so we need to be quick. I also...
But a lot of people are going to want to talk to you afterwards, so please, thank you very much.
Just one word. Just one word.
In the WeChat, add 4648, then we will give you 50% of a coupon for the early stage lung cancer.
Thank you. Okay, next, please welcome Junke, General Manager of MCBS.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Junke. I'm from MCBS. So we're doing the logistic work for the hospitals. And today, the project is to establish a high-speed railway for the modern hospital, a hospital automation solution. Our hospitals are getting more and more globalized or internationalized, but our logistic management is a kind of lag behind. The most frequently seen traditional mode of transport is a manual plus trolley and elevator, which doesn't provide any aesthetic value to the hospitals. So this model also caused a huge pressure for the human resource. First of all, the human capital is getting higher and higher, and it's not easy to recruit people and manage people. And also the transport risks during the process is another issue. And in this process of transportation, there are some objects being broken. And also because of the elevator, people have to wait for the elevator, therefore the transport of the objects cannot be efficient. In order to address this issue, between the buildings, we decided to establish a high-speed railway between the buildings by using the AI equipment to address this lag behind manual transport in order to address this last 100 meters of objects transmission. Now we would like to show a short video clip. So we call this a smart high-speed railway transport system. So we installed in different sections of the hospitals by using this aluminum and manganese tracks. We established this transport system, which is automated by the system. It is high efficient and 24/7, which highly improved the transport efficiency within the hospital, and manual labor cost was highly reduced. And the Medicare quality has been improved. Through the timely or on-time monitoring, we can better manage the products transmitted by these systems. So after this video clip, you can see the market has a huge potential for this. Developed hospitals in Europe and America, 60% of their system is already automated, but in China, only 2%. According to the newest statistic, Tier 2, Tier 3 hospitals adding up, together the total number is 5,000. And that's a huge market for us. And the system also have after-sale market as well. And the life cycle of these products are for 20 years, so there will be an annual maintenance fee collected after the sales is concluded. And also, the competition is not that fierce. Right now, there are only 4 companies providing similar system, 1 in Germany, 1 in the United States, 2 in China. And our company is the first company that could carry more than 30 kilograms of objects, which is 3 times more efficient than the other 3 competitors. Especially, it is suitable for Chinese hospitals. So we have 4 years of history already, and we have the core technology. The company was founded in 2013, and we finished R&D in 2015. Between 2016 and 2017, we launched our products into the market. And in year 2017, the revenue reached 17.8 million. And in the year 2018, we are expecting 200 million of revenue. Now we are working with 8 hospitals in China. That's all. Thank you.
Jacky, I'll ask you to go first.
I
think the hospital devices and equipment automation indeed has brought a lot of convenience to large hospitals, especially the 3A hospitals in China. I'm a little bit concerned about the gross margin of this product. And you are doing this, one-time deal. But what about the after-sale revenue? Do you have a further after-sale revenue? If you could also get involved into the operational devices management, probably there will be more.
It's pretty cool, having all these, automated. Given the fact that all these Chinese hospitals are humongous, so many patients, and there's so much logistics issues. So, hopefully with your system, the patients will need to wait a lot shorter for everything, including getting drugs and so forth.
Jimmy, please.
Yes, I indeed think this is a very good market because IT management of the hospital is highly needed. And also, I think if LOI, Internet of Things technology could be applied into this area, that would be even better. But more importantly, Tier 2 or Tier 3 hospitals, I think I'm thinking about whether you can penetrate into those markets, whether they could have the ability to buy your equipments. To answer your first question, our product, our device, or equipment, or system, whatever, has a very unique feature. It has a very good after-sale market because the life cycle of this system is 20 years, which is the minimum standard. The minimum standard of maintenance fee is 5% of the total fee. So that is the after-sale market. And I believe that's a connection, or that's a very important critical connection for to get into the after-sale market, because we would like to provide better after-sale service, and that will be taken as a tapping point. We would like to further work on that. And now our company, this is only our first generation product. And in the future, we'll focus on the logistic solution development, which will be provided to the hospital, and the software together with big data will be incorporated into.
The question of the smaller hospitals.
Oh,
I forgot, sorry. The equipment or the system, even though it is not a standard system for hospitals, but in the past 3 years for this whole medical industry and hospital industry, it has a quasi-standard. And right now there are 300 hospitals that are being constructed, as well as some old hospitals that they've already listed this into their agenda. So next year, 200 million of US RMB's revenue would be a very conservative figure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Finally, Chenbing, Chairman and CEO of EpimAb, or EpimAb. You can tell me.
Distinguished judges, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today it's my pleasure to have the opportunity to introduce to you my MCBS biotherapeutics. If you look at the current pharmaceutical companies, anti-aging area is an area which is very important. If you look at the 2016 market, antibody represents 6 varieties of the top 10 selling drugs. And the bispecific antibodies are the major trend in future. If we would like to develop this bispecific antibody, we need to have a core technology, but the barrier or the technical barrier is very high, and mostly owned by large MNCs in foreign countries. China is 15 years lagged behind in this area, so we need to develop our own technology. Based on this reason, EpimAb developed our own innovative bispecific technology platform. The name of it is FITIG. By using specific molecular design, we address this bottleneck issue, and also is commercialized. If you look at compare with the core technology, in terms of the critical features for biospecific, we have very good strength. If you look at the year 2016, the global bispecific technology licensing deals, you can see FITIG has 2, including working with the Sinda Biotechs, as well as innovative biologics and EpimAb. So it is highly recognized. EpimAb is a platform, a strategy company based on our technology. If we could do the licensing, could conduct the product development and the product licensing project collaboration. But most importantly is to develop project by ourselves. The first product, EMB-01, shows exceptional anti-tumor effect to compare with the single specific product. Not only it highly improved the efficacy, but also it addressed the resistance issue. And most importantly, this product is effective towards multi types of cancers, including lung cancer, stomach cancer, and gastric cancer, head and neck cancer, etc. And has very good social effect and market potential. And it has been listed into this one of the major projects for the 13th Five-Year Plan. This is our management team, which is of world level. The person in charge of the R&D is Bob Tianlin. He worked for Abbott as the chairman of Abbott Research Institute. And Sumilo, this single specific antibody, was launched into the market, which is whose sales is #1. The annual sales is $1.6 billion US. And our technical team also covers those starting from the early stage development to clinical trial development. So in terms of the talents, technology, and cooperation, we need to make breakthroughs so that we can establish our company into a world-class, innovative pharmaceutical company. In the past 2 years, our company developed very quickly. Starting from in this year, we have get the funding for the first round, so our product could be progressed to the clinical stage. And also, in this innovation context, we have won the championship among all the Chinese companies, which laid a very good foundation for our future development. In MIR, vision is to continuously do the R&D in order to bring highly effective drug to the cancer patients. Thank you.
Me first, please.
Very good direction, and I believe it is a world-leading bispecific antibody. I believe it has a very bright future, and I'm concerned. The product line you only have one product on your product line, right? and it is in the preclinical stage. So in the future, do you think there will be more products to be launched? I think this single product probably will be pretty risky in the market, and also your technical platform. In the future, your focus, will it be in the product line or on the technical platform? Jack?
I know EpimAb built up a lot of cooperation with other biosimilar companies such as Innovent and other bigger companies. I think that's good for you to prove your technology. I think as long as the biospecific platform prove, and I think that will bring huge potential for EpimAb. And I think for the first product, I know you are not entering the clinical stage. We are waiting to see the efficacy data, safety data of that product. If proved to be a good product, I think that will be huge. This company will be a huge success in future.
Thank you, Nisa.
So good to see you again, Chenbing, and congratulations on the innovation award, the championship. We've always believed that the biospecific platform technology is a good way to go, and I think it'll be interesting to see how you would be, your technology would be compared to other players in the market and globally. But we're also looking forward to more and more new technology, new assets coming out from your platform as well. Thanks.
Please feel free to address some of the questions.
Okay, to answer the first question, yes, indeed, we are the first project. The first project into the clinical trial stage, clinical stage is the first product. There will be more products, 5 products working with 10 mEq, which are cancer immunity drugs. Which will address a large amount of clinical demand. It is very complementary to PD-1 products. It's not a homogeneous competition. In terms of biospecific antibodies, I think we can combine the efficacy and low risk and differentiated capability. We can combine them all together. That's the strength of ours. Jacky, I believe in this area we're going to make continuously breakthroughs based on the clinical trial, clinical development of the first product. Then we will targeting those resistant patients. So actually, we got the cancer cells in our test from the cancer patients directly. Therefore, it is highly relevant. And in China, 60% of the patients cannot be treated by PD-1 products. So we don't think there will be a direct competition with PD-1 product.
You're right on spot. Right now, there's a lot of technologies, right? And many people can say they can do bispecific antibody. I think that the key aspect of bispecific technology is really the drug-like property and manufacturing feasibility. So right now, we are in advanced stage of process development and manufacturing for clinical material. Already 200-liter material manufactured with high quality and very high purity and recovery. So this is the main strength for our technology. But I think going forward, we will also need to strengthen our biology expertise, really invest in new mechanism of actions, identify new molecules, and really take advantage of this new technology.
Mr. Wu, thank you so much. Please, round of applause for EpimAb.